If you're tired of always saying, "I have no money" every time you check your bank account, this video is for you. Today, I'm going to share how I completely changed my relationship with money, going from spending mindlessly to actually saving. And I'll give you practical steps you can start using today. Stick around until the end, because I'll share a little trick that will help you save without even thinking about it. Ready? Let's go. A few years ago, I was always the girl saying, I don't have money. Every month, I'd look at my account and feel frustrated and stuck. I remember one week in particular, I had spent almost $50 just on coffee and snacks. At the time, it didn't feel like a lot. But when I added it all up at the end of the month, I realized I had wasted hundreds of dollars without even noticing. That's when I decided, I need to change. I needed to take control of my money and understand how it really works. The first step I took was a mindset shift. I realized that blaming my job or busy schedule wouldn't get me anywhere. Money responds to conscious management. If you don't know where your money goes, you'll never control it. I started tracking every single dollar, creating a simple budget, and learning the difference between fixed and variable expenses. Fixed expenses are things like rent, utilities, and groceries. Variable expenses are those small daily choices: coffee, snacks, online shopping. Once I separated them, I could actually see where I was losing money. Here's the first practical method that changed everything: the 3-category method. Every dollar goes into one of 3 buckets: needs, wants, and savings. Sounds simple, but it works. Needs are essentials like rent, bills, and groceries. Wants are things we enjoy but don't necessarily need: coffee, clothes, subscriptions. Savings is money that automatically moves into your savings account every month. I set up an automatic transfer so I never had to think about it. The first month, I barely noticed the money was gone. But by the end of the year, I had saved almost $2,000 just by being consistent. I want to tell you a quick story about managing wants. I used to spend $5 every morning on coffee. It seemed harmless. But over a month, that adds up to $150. Now, I make my coffee at home most days. I still enjoy my treat. But I save a small fortune over time. The key is conscious spending. You don't have to give up what you love. Just make intentional choices. Step 2 is tracking every expense. I know it sounds boring, but it's powerful. I log every purchase, even the tiny ones. At first, it felt tedious, but soon it became a habit. Suddenly, I could see patterns, where I was overspending, where I could cut back. You can use a simple app or a spreadsheet. The goal isn't perfection, it's awareness. For example, I discovered I was paying for 2 streaming services I rarely used. Canceling one saved me $15 a month without affecting my lifestyle. Step 3, automate your savings and pay yourself first. Every month before spending anything, I transfer a fixed amount to my savings. Treat it like a non-negotiable expense. At first, I felt nervous seeing less money in my checking account, but after a few months, watching my savings grow gave me freedom and confidence. Even if it's just $50 a month, the habit of saving consistently compounds over time and builds financial security. Step 4 is managing impulse purchases. I created a 24-hour rule. If I want something non-essential, I wait a day. Usually I realize I don't really need it. I remember wanting a dress online and putting it in my cart. I waited 24 hours. When I came back, I realized I didn't even like it that much. And I saved $70. This simple pause makes a huge difference. Ask yourself, do I really need this or do I just want it for a moment? Step 5, celebrate your wins. Saving can feel restrictive if you only focus on what you can't have. Instead, celebrate milestones. Even $50 saved feels amazing. I reward myself with small, intentional treats that don't break my budget, like a cozy night in with a movie or a nice coffee at home. These little celebrations keep me motivated and consistent. Let's talk about mindset for a moment. Changing your financial habits isn't just about cutting costs. It's about feeling empowered. When you shift from, "I have no money," to, "I can control my money," it changes your confidence, your decisions, and even how you approach your career. I want you to imagine looking at your bank account and feeling calm, not anxious. That's the goal. And it's achievable with consistent habits. Here's a practical exercise you can do today. Write down every expense you've had in the past week, categorize it into needs, wants, and savings, and see where you can improve. Set a small, realistic savings goal for this week. Even $10 counts. Small steps compound into big results. Another important tip: set up separate accounts or sub-accounts for savings. I have one for emergencies, one for long-term goals, and one for fun. It sounds like overkill, but it makes budgeting clear and prevents me from accidentally spending money meant for another purpose. Impulse control, automation, tracking, and celebrating wins are the pillars that transformed my finances. I used to dread checking my bank balance, and now I look forward to seeing my savings grow. It feels empowering, not restrictive. Now, I want you to think, what's one small change you can make today? Maybe it's making coffee at home, canceling a subscription, or setting up a $20 automatic transfer. Start there. Momentum builds quickly. If you found this video helpful, hit that follow button for more daily finance tips for women. Share this video with a friend who's always saying, "I have no money," and let's help each other build better habits. Your journey to financial freedom starts with one step, and today, you've already taken it. Remember, small steps add up, and consistency beats perfection. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.